the wicked rumor of an MLB baseball realignment.
Yeah, baseball kind of said that in an interview last week that realignment is probably coming. They're going to add a couple teams to go from 30 to 32 teams, Sam, and then break it into divisions. So, and then it kind of have like maybe Western and Eastern or something, but no longer this American League, National League.
Yeah.
And I get it because it's kind of inevitable now because there's no longer differences like pitchers would hit in National League and you had DHs in American League. Now they're all DHs. We've had interleague play for 25 years. So it's, I mean, it makes sense logistically because if they split it up like this, hopefully it'll be less travel as well.
When you say interleague play, what do you mean by that?
So interleague play is in it's either 1997 or 1999. Don't quote me on that. That's the first time National League teams played American League teams. Before that, the National League team only played National League teams.
The whole entire year?
The whole entire year. And the American League only played American League teams. So we're talking for like 100 years, that's how it was until they finally started this interleague play.
Wow, that is so antiquated.
But that was one of those traditions in baseball. And then you'd only have like the top NL team would play the top AL team in the World Series. And then they added two divisions. So you have an NLCS, National League Championship Series, with just two teams, an American League Championship, just two teams, and then the World Series. And now it's like all other American sports are wild card teams.
A whole tranche of teams that your team wouldn't even face during the year. And if your team didn't make the playoffs, you wouldn't face the other league for as many years as you didn't make the playoffs.
That's why it was so exciting when they did have interleague play, because then you got to see the Yankees play the Giants, the Red Sox play against the Cubs when you never get to see that. So it was a big thing, and now that they all have the
What do you think
DH.
the thought process was from alienating half the teams completely? I mean, leading up to 1995. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, well, this definitely didn't realize what the topic was here now. That's a great question, Sam. I need to think about that. So could you ask that again?
Well, what's the benefit of not playing the other half of teams? Is it just familiarity and rivalry?
Yeah, well, I don't know if there's necessarily a benefit, which is probably why they did away with it. I think it was just two different leagues that started, and they started playing against each other, and they just never merged it for that 100 years.
But they were all under the MLB umbrella for a long time, though.
Yeah, they were under Major League Baseball, but it was the American League and the National League, because I think they were. But yeah, I mean, that's a great question that I don't exactly know. But I'm sure, and that's exactly why I went to interleague play. But the part I'm getting at is there also been lots of rivalries for a century between teams. So if they do this realignment of divisions, they need to keep teams together. The Yankees and Red Sox need to stay together.
Definitely.
The Giants and Dodgers have to stay together. The Cubs and Cardinals have to stay together. That is the history of baseball, those local rivalries people like. I've seen some people give out ideas that it's going to have teams like Giants, A's, Angels, and Arizona or something. I'm like, no, you have to have
Seattle.
or Seattle up there. You have to have the Giants and Dodgers together. I mean, so that's my
So those are your
opinion
two
on
top rivalries.
It's, to me, Yankees, Red Sox,
How about the Cubs? Who's the
Giants,
arch rival?
Dodgers, and then that's what I was saying, Cardinals, St. Louis against Cubs. Those three are three of the biggest rivalries. There's other rivalries as well.
Well, there's like the Padres-Dodgers. How imperative is it to keep the Dodgers and Padres together?
It's not imperative at all. Giants Dodgers is the real big rivalry.
Are there any other? Because we named three rivalries.
Yeah, I named three right off the bat. Those are three of the biggest.
The Tampa Bay Rays. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
the Marlins. No one has a rivalry with those guys.
I don't know. Cincinnati might have. I'm not sure.
The Reds might have one with the Cleveland Browns.
They might have with the Phillies. Reds and Phillies might have one. I'm not really sure. Something like that. Or Pittsburgh against Philadelphia, Pittsburgh against Cincinnati. Some of those teams over there. How about those Brewers? Do they have any national rivals?
Well, the Cubs.
Cubs, okay.
Yeah. But the Cubs probably aren't aware of that.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Padres. The Dodgers aren't aware of that. It's more
well, up until like 15 years ago, the Brewers were in the AL. They were in the American League. They used to have more of a rivalry with the Twins.
There we go.
For example.
Yeah.
And maybe the Detroit Tigers.
Okay.
Lions, Tigers.
Tigers, Bears. Don't quote them on that team name. Okay. So I think we have a couple more clips.
A couple more clips. You want to introduce your clip? Mark has a funny.
Here's a funny one. I've always liked watching Jeopardy, and Alex Trebek was the best. So when he was, rest in peace, Alex. When he was still alive, they do like Tournament of Champions, and here's a funny clip about how these guys were all really good, famous champions. How they kind of did a real burn on each other here. Enjoy the clip.
Match is not a foregone conclusion. In spite of these scores you see here, we'll get rid of those scores right now. We will, of course, add them to whatever the...
Hey, Brad's score is still on there.
Wow. It's gotten to be that kind of competition, hasn't it?
Tom's Clips is really funny. If you're looking for some funny videos, Tom's Clips has some good ones.
Oh, she's here.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Hi.
Hey, you look great.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Nice to see you. Call her Uber.
Okay.
Oh my God, she is so hot. Her body's insane. She even smells good. Okay, look, play it cool. Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
Bro, can you shut up? Yeah, I'm gonna just go to my room. Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
All right, raise your hand if you thought that was his own thought going on. So his buddy was just narrating super creepy.
Super creepy in real time. The girl can hear it too. Yeah.
So we'd like to keep bringing you some funny memes and videos and just spice it up in some of our favorite movies.
And of course, I got my soapbox about sports. But hey, is it that
sports
time?
expert?
Is it that time, Sam? Bring out our sponsor. I think it's that time. That time.
Are you bored at home? You need a game to play? Mutant Clans, baby. Look at these cool characters. Look at them. You got enemies. You got shields. You got protectors. This is the coolest game ever made. Mutant Clans. It's 2 poker decks. This game can entertain up to 5 people. This is a game that you got to have. Easy to play. You don't have to count anything.
No. And folks, that is not hyperbole. It is the greatest game ever.
So if you want to get your grubby hands on this game, www.mutantclans.com.
Type it in.